What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay, the Bronze Bomber, Wilder. Deontay Wilder questions Anthony Joshua's mentality. He says, I'm a totally different king. He says, me and Joshua have a different mindset. Mine is strong, way stronger than his, Wilder told Sky Sports. Joshua knew he would lose one day. When it was time, he handed his belts over to Ruiz. He literally transferred the belts to this man. For me, my mindset is different. I'm a totally different king, a totally different beast, and I am the best in the world, and I prove it each time I go in the ring. I'm not worried about making mistakes, and if I do, rest assured, I will correct it as the fight goes on. I'm fighting for one champion, one face, one name, the undisputed champion, and nobody will get in my way. Those are the words of Deontay Wilder. Now, what do I say about this? I say it's a convenient statement. There's nothing wrong with confidence. Honestly, Anthony Joshua has to battle a mental battle first. Think of all the times Anthony Joshua replayed that fight in his mind over and over again. You know, it could raise doubt, like he admitted. He admitted that he did doubt himself as a fighter. He doubted that he was good enough. So a lot of these things that Deontay Wilder's saying isn't false. You know, it's just really, I think it's premature, but again, convenient. And what I mean by convenient, that means Deontay Wilder can say these statements right now before the outcome of the rematch. See, we won't know how Joshua will shake back, what adjustments, physically, mentally, skill-wise. We don't really know what will really happen with Joshua, you know, as far as mental strength. Deontay Wilder is confident. He speaks with confidence. You know, his slogan is speak it, believe it, receive it. You know, and he goes by that motto. My problem with Deontay Wilder is it's not because he questions Anthony Joshua's mentality. That had nothing to do with it. The question is, if Anthony Joshua was that mentally weak, why didn't you go in there and just blow him out for the 15 million or the 12.5 or the 100 million? You know, we go back to that because that fight is the fight that people wanted to see. I wanted to see it because I knew Deontay Wilder had the power, but he lacked skill. And I know Joshua was better skill-wise, but he also had power. But we've seen Joshua hurt. We've seen Deontay Wilder hurt, you know, and Wilder is on a high right now. Understand that. You know, his nemesis was beaten by a guy that's a part of his banner. So he's feeling real good about life right now. And he should be, kind of. You know, if he wasn't worried about the money, and I think that the way Deontay Wilder thinks, I don't really think that he was too concerned about $100 million because, hey, you can't miss what you never had. You know what I mean? And I don't know how much he makes now, you know. That's kind of irrelevant at this point. But as far as mental strength for Anthony Joshua and saying, you know, I'm way stronger, well, this is my counterpunch to Deontay Wilder. Nothing wrong with confidence, again. But like I said in a live stream yesterday, I want to see how Deontay Wilder takes defeat. That's how you can show how mentally strong you are. When you take that first L, do you crumble? Do you get back up? You know, and he said that Anthony Joshua spoke it into existence that he would lose one day, but so did he. You guys remember, he said, well, if I lose to Ortiz, I'll pick myself back up and I will continue my career. So that, in fact, could be, in ways, right, in so many words, his way of really putting a cushion or a, what's the word? A handicap, an insured statement like that in case he does lose. So, we could look into that from what he said. We could say, hey, maybe you're saying that because you think you'll lose. And I don't think Deontay Wilder will lose. I don't think he'll lose. I think really he's seen Ortiz slow down and, hey, give him another shot. Give him a shot at my title. He hurt me in the first fight. That's to right my wrongs. I kind of scratch my head on that. But, you can look at that too. Also, if you guys can remember, Tyson Fury got into Deontay Wilder's head, just like Tyson Fury got into Klitschko's head. And I remember it was All Access, Deontay Wilder was crying. I don't know if he was crying because he was mad. Obviously, he was mad, after he said, to this day, right? He was pissed, and his wife was with him. And, the cameras caught him talking to his wife. I don't know if he, acknowledged them filming him, but he did look like he was bothered. So there are certain layers of mental strength, okay? Deontay Wilder, he's never lost. So he's never been in Anthony Joshua's shoes. So therefore, I think that until Deontay Wilder loses, then he can say how stronger than he is than Anthony Joshua, if that makes sense. Because Anthony Joshua has been somewhere in his career that Deontay Wilder's never been. And that's taking a loss, that's losing his belts, and he didn't lose just one, he lost 4. Okay, so that by itself takes a toll on a person. You know what I mean? And Anthony Joshua, no, he's not the strongest dude, but then he's not the weakest neither, in defense of Joshua. Yeah, he took an L, but it's kind of like you're kicking a person when they're down, but then yet you don't know what it's like to be that person because you've never been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that, Deontay Wilder saying these things prematurely because, for one, we don't know what Joshua's going to do in the rematch. And for two, Deontay Wilder's never taken a loss. So we don't know how strong he is mentally until he's been where Joshua's been. But that's my counterpunch on that. Deontay Wilder, you guys tell me what you think about his statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.